Jenny Ortner. Jenny Ortner. Your name and address, please. Thank you.
Jenny Ortner, 2925 Raccoon Valley Road, Northeast, High School, Tennessee. I've come to speak regarding Copperidge Elementary School. I've had at least one daughter at this amazing school for the past 9 years. My youngest just completed 2nd grade. 2 years ago, my middle daughter stood on stage with Dr. McIntyre holding the letter A as the straight A scores for achievement and growth were announced for Copperidge. Over the years, I have bragged countless times on how great the school is and how much I love the teachers my children have had. I'd like to speak in particular about Mrs. Natasha Patchen, an amazing 1st grade teacher that 2 of my daughters had. She not only teaches all the required standards, but goes above and beyond to teach culture, nature, and so much more. One way she did this was to teach a famous artist each month. Last year, I was sitting at the doctor's office with my then 2nd grader. She was looking at a picture on the wall and said, "Mommy, I know this one." I said, "No, Lucy, this is not one of the famous artists Miss Patchen teaches." And she said she'd never seen this particular picture before. But she said, "Look how he uses his initials as part of the design. It must be Romero Brito. Who else would do that?" She was right, and I was amazed. After teaching over 12 years in 1st grade, Mrs. Patchen is being forced against her desires to move to the now vacant kindergarten position left by Christina Graham's non-renewal. This move is not necessary, as the 1st grade position will still need to be filled. Many of the higher order extra lessons that Mrs. Patchen weaves into her teaching will not be able to occur at a kindergarten level. These lessons that are so valuable in sparking a student's interest in learning, which I've seen in my own kids, that she has spent years building the curriculum and resources for, will end. And she'll have to start building new curriculum over. And we know that happens on her own time and with her own resources. Despite how fabulous a teacher she is, that will be such a loss for students. Every decision educators make is supposed to be for the students. I believe that the staffing decisions made at Copperidge have lost sight of that. Over the last couple years, I've been sad to see the morale of the teachers of the school decline. Unnecessary changes, such as Christina Graham's non-renewal with no explanation, and Natasha Patchen's undesired grade level change, are creating a climate of low morale, mistrust, and fear. This directly affects the students. Monday evening, I sat in the board meeting and listened to teachers from Vine stand up and justify why $15,000 was needed to be spent on a motivational speaker. They obviously know the morale of teachers and the climate of the school are vital to student learning. No teacher can teach their best if they are working under oppressive conditions. The climate of the school is a direct reflection of its leadership. Please look into this matter occurring at Copperidge to intervene for what is best for the students. Copperidge is a special place, and I want to see that great reputation protected. I'd also like to see my youngest daughter standing on stage next to Dr. McIntyre holding a letter A when she reaches 5th grade. Thank you for listening and taking these matters that are dear to our community to heart.